And welcome, football fans, to week 2 of Arrowheads 3 and Outs. Yes, we have a sponsor now.
No,
Let's
we don't.
roll the beginning.
No, I'm sorry to Arrowhead.
Oh, we don't have a clip show to roll because we're too cheap for
Wouldn't
that.
that be cool if we had an intro?
Yeah, I
though?
know, if we had an intro.
With
But we don't.
graphics.
No, you just get to see our faces for 15 minutes. You know
Yeah.
you want to see that.
Hopefully 10. Didn't
Yeah.
we talk about 10 last time?
At least I
Right.
dressed up for this
Yeah.
time.
I didn't get the memo.
You did not get
I'm
the
wearing
memo.
my Panda steel chair
I'm wearing
shirt.
what I wore to my high school prom. Oh, but
I'm also
besides-
wearing what I wore to my high school prom, but,
You know, that's pretty much how it works. But week 2, we've got some games to roll down.
a few. I think
yes, a
every
few.
team.
And a Monday night
Actually.
game to preview.
Yeah.
So we will start from the top.
Yeah, let's go to the top of the list.
What's the top game?
Okay. Well, I'll run point here, so I want to hear
Alright,
your
alright.
thoughts this week.
What?
I did a lot of
My
talking last
thoughts?
week. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Controversial.
You're gonna have to pick
Right
up
off
for
the
a
bat,
little
Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Final score 19-11 in favor of Pittsburgh. What happened in this one?
bit. Yes, Pittsburgh. You have Dennis Dixon ended up getting injured in this game.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Charlie Batch take over point at quarterback. And he pretty much did the job. Tennessee was terrible because of Vince Young. Vince Young, well, had his ego hurt. Again, Jeff Fisher decided to hurt the guy's feelings and put in Kerry Collins, who's exactly 78 years old.
So look for Vince Young to be on
Yeah.
the streets sometime Monday or Tuesday with no clothes on.
Yeah, it's never good when the combined score of both teams is smaller than your quarterback that you just put in.
True.
And that's true.
Who
That
scores
is true.
11 in a football game? Anyway.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But Tennessee just did, actually. Chris Johnson didn't show up.
Non-factor.
Yeah, who is this guy? No idea. He apparently had a good week 1, but week 2 not that great.
The other game we want to talk about here, second game here, Philadelphia knocks off Detroit 35-32.
Yes, 35-32. Michael Vick did not kill any dogs. He decided to kill cats instead. They're called lions, actually. The Detroit Lions he decided to slay. 35-32. Great game, really, for Michael Vick. I would say two touchdowns, some rushing yards. Just really nice. What I don't really understand is that Andy Reid's still sticking to his, kind of being stubborn to me, and saying Kevin Kolb will be his Week 3 starter. It didn't really matter how well Michael Vick did here. Detroit, though, lovable losers, you wanted to say.
Yeah, they showed a lot of heart in their loss. They actually scored a touchdown with under 2 minutes to go, kicked an onside kick and recovered it, and actually had a shot at winning this game. Sean Hill threw for over 300 yards. Nobody expected that out of Hill. They're, of course, down Matt Stafford right now, so Hill's trying to fill in. They were serviceable at best, but, the Lions still came up short.
Lions did come up short. Were you talking shoulder with?
No.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Third game on the slate, Green Bay destroys Buffalo 34-7.
Yes, Green Bay ends up winning this one. Aaron Rodgers tears out Buffalo. Buffalo sucks. They have Trent Edwards, who also sucks. About a 37 passer rating, I believe it was.
Yeah.
It was in the 30s, and well, if it wasn't that, then, it's in the 30s. It sucks. So Buffalo sucks.
Aaron Rodgers had a big day.
Aaron Rodgers did have a big day. And Brandon Jackson was decent. He pretty much put up Ryan Grant numbers.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, he's about equal to Ryan
Green
Grant.
Bay
He's
fan.
probably going to be used about the same as Ryan Grant going forward, too. So.
Pretty much. And the Green Bay defense definitely shut down Buffalo like they were supposed to. So it's good showing for any Packer fans out there.
Speaking of defense, good transition.
Oh,
Miami knocks off Minnesota
Miami.
14-10
Yes.
in Minnesota.
I picked this game right, actually, which was, I don't know, I'm just such a great picker, I guess. But this
Picker
time,
of many things.
yeah, I love...
Oh,
you're
ew.
so immature.
Gross.
Miami wins 14-10. They wanted to give this one up. 2 fumbles late in this game. But Brett Favre decides to pretty much give the game away, throwing to the white jerseys instead of the purple jerseys.
3 times, in fact.
3 times. He's really showing his age still. We talked about this in the last episode. It wasn't pretty. And honestly, AP had a really good day. Peterson did run over some people. He just didn't get that 4th and 1 at the goal line when they really needed it.
Yeah, Miami showed. They have a very stout defense, and their offense, Chad Henne, got him the touchdown to put him ahead, and then they pretty much shut the offense down. And
Yeah, that's
It was
pretty much
enough
how
to- it was enough
Serrano
to
wants
win.
to play, too. Is he doesn't want to pretty much put Henne in a situation where he can fail. And that's really all Miami needs to do.
Yeah.
They got the run. They got the run offense that they need. So, Baltimore, Cincinnati, next game.
Yeah, Cincinnati knocks off Baltimore 15-10, another baseball-like score. A very
Yeah.
Colorado
Yeah,
Rockies
it's like
like score.
Texas and Colorado play.
Yeah.
Like that.
So
It
yeah,
sucks.
Cincinnati moves to 8 in a row now against AFC North foes. What happened
Yes,
there?
8 in a row. Cincinnati pretty much does what they did all last year. If you watch any kind of Bengal game, then you know what they did. They play great defense. They don't mess up, and they pretty much just control this game.
Baltimore had a lot of turnovers too.
Baltimore did have a lot of turnovers, which is uncharacteristic of Joe Flacco. He's always done that for his first 2 years, even as a rookie. It's like you wouldn't expect this from a guy coming out of Delaware, I believe. You wouldn't expect that. We would figure there might be a little bit of a learning curve, but he's taken over the reins pretty well. This game, though, it's just every AFC North game ends up being a very defensive-oriented kind of game, and this was the same thing.
Yeah, I definitely think that Baltimore has still not shown all those offensive weapons that they supposedly piled up in the offseason. That they haven't shown that they can use them right yet.
Pretty much.
Next game on the slate, the Chicago Bears go into Dallas and ruin the Dallas home opener by winning 27-20 on the road.
Yes, Chicago makes a statement beating the Cowboys. The Cowboys definitely not expecting to start 0-2. Well, at least ESPN, the mothership as we like to call it.
Yes, the mothership.
Thank you, Dan Patrick, has decided that they don't want to win games this year. I believe that all goes to the badge that they have as a coach.
Wade Phillips had the exact same expression on his face throughout the entire game, and that was one of frustration and confusion.
But we gotta stay together. We're a team, and we're gonna come back. We gotta stay together.
You gotta have more wrinkles on your face. That's better. Yeah, Dallas just not playing up to their potential. They supposedly have the most talent on their roster, but they're not playing that way. Chicago out-talented them today, I would say.
We're gonna come back next week, Joe.
Thanks, Wade. Next game on the slate, Tampa Bay knocked off Carolina 20-7. What were your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I went to the Arizona Wildcats game where they beat the Iowa Hawkeyes. Very beautiful game. I really enjoyed that. So I honestly had a Wildcat hangover. I did not pay attention to my favorite team at all this week. I didn't even look at a box score. So I don't know.
I'll just give you the cliff notes then. Matt Moore got benched pretty early in this one.
Oh,
Jimmy
wow.
Clausen
He
also
did.
didn't play well.
This is not
D'Angelo
looking good.
Williams was pretty much limited to nothing on the ground.
Okay,
Their rushing
yes.
game was a complete
Not
no-show.
Panther football.
And Tampa Bay is now 2-0 on the arm of Josh Freeman, who just wins games.
This is disgusting to hear. I didn't know this.
How about good segue again? More disgusting. Kansas City now 2-0 after beating Cleveland 16-14.
Kansas City's actually showing some talent, which is depressing, knowing that we did not really think this would happen in the beginning, and we got torn up by Chiefs fans. But as analysts, you can be wrong, and I'm sure we're going to be wrong many times. So I really want to take this back. I mean, Kansas City, Cleveland, it's really not it's a terrible opponent. I already knew they were would suck terribly. But honestly, Kansas City, their defense has really shown up here. It's really masking a little bit of Matt Castle, who doesn't seem like he's got
He's really not contributing to
the talent
Kansas
that
City's
people
success
really
right
want.
now.
But Thomas Jones and Jamal Charles will definitely keep them in games every time, as long as they keep playing defense like this.
Notable was the fact that Jake Delhomme was not on the field to throw to Kansas City this week. Seneca Wallace came in for Cleveland, and less turnovers than Delhomme usually, but
Yeah.
still just not enough.
I still
to
want
get
a
it
Colt McCoy sighting, and I'm not going to really pay attention to a Browns game until I see one.
Speaking of not paying attention, the Arizona Cardinals got spanked 41-7 in Atlanta this
Yeah,
week. What
I don't-
happened in that one?
Anytime you give up more than 40 points, usually means a loss. That's my obvious statement of the day. 41 points. Jason Snelling, third-string running back, who I drafted in a fantasy league and decided to drop because, the notes were third-string running back. I don't need him. I figured Michael Turner might get hurt. It happened here in week 2. They gave Snelling the ball instead of Jarius Norwood, and he tore him up. He tore the Cardinals up. Derek Anderson, terrible, again.
Got benched.
Got benched. Max Hall comes into this game. BYU's Max Hall, and also throws a pick.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that great.
Matt Ryan also had a pretty good day too. So
Right.
Falcons offense clicking, unlike last week.
Yeah, my Super Bowl pick. I'm excited.
In other action, Oakland knocked off St. Louis in the battle of teams who hate LA.
I didn't.
They're
pay
just like
attention
Kurt
to this
Russell.
game.
They got out of LA. They escaped.
Kurt Russell.
He escaped LA.
Who's Kurt Russell? I'm too young for this.
Yeah, that's true. Old person reference if you're
Mm.
20 or older.
Sam Bradford's Titanic arm did not fall off again.
And Nikolai Volkov coach
Yeah.
of the Raiders,
Yeah,
won
you
a
think Tom
game.
Cable looks like Nikolai Volkov.
He benched Jason Campbell in this one,
That
and that
was
actually paid off. Bruce Gradkowski comes in
That was
and
interesting to about 3 people.
pulled a
Raider
Josh
Nation.
Freeman and just won the game.
Raider Nation. Oh, God, I hate that, honestly.
Moving on, Denver knocks out Seattle 31-14.
Denver, nice showing here. Seattle turned into the 49ers of week 1, which was interesting to me, honestly.
Lots of turnovers,
It's weird how our
bad
team
quarterback
can
play.
morph in 1 week. Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck
3
decided
picks.
to just not put up a good showing. And Mike Williams, a guy who I've supported, I think fantasy-wise, he got more points for his tackle than his receiving yards. That's a problem.
Speaking of getting more points for tackles than fantasy offensive production,
Yes, another
Maurice
great
Jones-Drew in Jacksonville does
How many tackles
nothing
that guy
for
get?
them, and
Oh,
they
3?
get destroyed 38-13.
38-13.
Yeah, Jones-Drew, 3 tackles today.
Jacksonville still scored more points than fans, so we're still good there. But San Diego putting up 38 points, pretty much doing what they should have done week 1,
Yep.
at least what we expected. Really, that's all they expect. There
They
isn't
did
much of a
lose Ryan
surprise here.
Matthews, though.
Yeah, and everyone in San Diego did not get to see this game due to blackouts.
Yeah, and so and Jacksonville's used to that, so
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so they're
game
the same
nobody
boat.
apparently cares about.
yeah. Luke McCown came into that game too.
Ooh, yeah. David Garrard had an awful day.
Yeah.
Last week he had his best QB rating in a game ever, and he followed that up with one of his worst games ever.
Yeah, that's the law of average, they say.
And then we got an overtime game on the slate this week. Houston comes back from 17 down and wins 30-27 in OT over Washington.
Another candidate for Game of the Week. Houston's another Game of the Week candidate. Very nice. In overtime, Washington's kicker in overtime, it was like Ganu or something?
Graham Cracker Gano.
Yeah, Graham Cracker Ganu. Ganu. I don't know.
Gano?
The guy, Gano, there we
He
go.
nailed that
He
kick.
nailed the first kick, and we're
But
like,
they called timeout. So we have to give our Arrowhead play of the day to Gary Kubiak for calling a timeout and nullifying the field goal that would have won the game for the
yeah,
Redskins.
Kubiak's douchery ended up winning the game for the Texans. As Gano ends up, I'm not going to remember this guy's name.
Yeah.
As he
Double G.
As he misses his next kick, it was about a 50-yarder anyway. It was surprising they kicked it. Honestly, I thought they should have anyway.
It was right after the Texans declined kicking a
With
field
Neil
goal of the
Rackers.
same distance with 55-year-old Neil Rackers.
Yeah, but Houston ends up driving down to about the 20. Rackers hits a pretty simple 30-yarder, 5-yarder, or something like that. And Texas ends up winning this game. Next game, though, we've got New England in New York. New York wins this one 28-14. What happened?
Well, the New England Patriots were behind early, kind of like what they did to the Bengals last week, and the Jets just stayed with them and played a really strong game offensively. Mark Sanchez had his best offensive game since the Rose Bowl.
Best career game.
And Tom Brady had probably one of his worst career games. He threw to the Jets more times than he had thrown to the
Yep.
Patriots for a while there.
At one time, CBS put up a stat that he threw his last 4 passes were interceptions. Or
Two of his last
last
four.
4 were interceptions.
That's a 50%.
I really think Tom Brady is washed up now. That's 50% of your passes.
Time to do the
Time
old
to bench him.
Bledsoe.
Time to bench him.
Do the Bledsoe treatment and bring in whoever the hell they have as a backup.
Yeah, whoever the hell. It doesn't matter.
Put in, Randy Moss.
Speaking of unknown backups, you've got the Indianapolis Colts defeating the New York Giants in Sunday Night Football. I can actually name their backup, can you? The Indianapolis Colts, yeah.
Backup?
Out of Purdue. Curtis Painter.
Oh, yeah, he didn't play.
Peyton the Whoa! He did not play.
Despite
Manning Bowl.
absolutely getting spanked,
Yeah, the Manning
both Mannings finished this game. The Giants felt like that they could shut down Peyton Manning, so Peyton Manning decided to shut himself down, hand the ball off to Joseph Adai all game, and that pretty much paid off.
Adai and Brown both dominated these Giants, pretty much doing what Carolina should have done in Week 1, but either way, I'm still bitter.
And look for Brandon Jackson to serve some sort of a penalty or fine after chucking his helmet into the stands in this one. That was not a pretty sight.
Not a smart play by any standards.
Colts look great here, definitely rebounding off the ugly loss to the Texans last week. So let's talk Monday night. We got New Orleans and San Francisco. Who do you got in that one?
I've got the Saints winning this one, going to 2-0.
Who doesn't, really?
Honestly, a lot of people do, and they're at home, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of people are expecting the Saints if the Niners pull this one out. So it's a surprise.
Yeah. So that's week 2. 3-0 week 2. So we'll hope to see you back for week 3. We'll be doing about the same
In
time.
the meantime, drink an Arrowhead.
Yummy.
Yum.